Let's see our screen.
This goes automatic, so don't forget.
It does.
So don't say anything stupid or funny. I mean, you could say something funny, but don't say anything stupid or dirty like you always do, because you're always with the stupid dirt.
Oh no!
Oh, I didn't know you were there. What? What's going on? Just kidding.
That whole thing.
That old trope.
Yeah, that's been overdone.
That gag. All right, so we got to get the comments. Okay, live chat right there.
Yeah, I move it over. It'd be nice to see the comments.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, and then yours. This is your OS, not mine.
There you go. Just leave it like that.
William Rousseau.
William Rousseau is the first one.
Oh, I like it. You say it like William Rousseau.
William Rousseau.
I like that. It's like old Hollywood or something.
Yeah.
How's it going, Will? All right, it's going good, man.
Going good.
All cool that you're here now.
Going good.
There's
Albert. Larry. Cool.
There's Toby Wilson. Yo.
And Larry has a little wrench next to his name. That means he's a moderator.
Oh.
So if anyone misbehaves in the chat, we have moderators now.
That's right. We got you. We got you.
Movie and Toy Collector 13.
He's also a moderator.
We also made you a moderator. You have a little wrench.
Raymond. Hey.
Hey guys. Cool. We'll give it a minute or two. Hopefully everyone's doing good. All you night owls out there hanging out with us.
Schultze's here. What's up, Schultze?
Hey,
howdy,
Schultz.
man. Christopher Solo, Hound's brother. Good to see him here. Hello, friends. Albert. Okay, Albert and his.
Yay!
Scott Harder here. This is such a different vibe for me to be on the couch.
Yeah.
Instead of driving in the back there.
Well,
because
that's got to be more comfortable than sitting on that stool the whole time.
It is, because...
so Grimm's joining me on the couch where it's a little more cozy.
You know, it depends what you're into, but I don't prefer sitting on a stool. Some people love sitting in a stool, but not me.
I know monkey men usually like to fling their stools. So.
That's right. I'm about to fling that stool out the window. I was getting so uncomfortable.
Can I use this wrench to fix my lawnmower?
If you can try.
You could try.
I can't guarantee you nothing. There's James Muscarella. Hey, buddy. Muscarella.
Yeah, if other friends out there that are on YouTube, if you're also interested in being a moderator, private message us so I can add your YouTube name to the list.
Oh, Larry. Yeah, okay. Good one. So Wolf Ranger 2008, him am here. That's good.
He's here. There you go.
Him am here.
Him am here. All right.
Well.
So let's introduce ourselves.
Let's do that. Start from the... You never know who's watching for the first time.
Yeah, because you never know who's stumbling in randomly on the World Wide Web here on YouTube. So I'm Janet Decay, Cleveland's Yummy Mummy.
And I'm Grimm Gorri, Cleveland's Funky Monkey, I guess.
Or Late Night Missing Link.
That too, right?
And together we host
the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. But now you're watching the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangover. That's right, the counterpart to our main show on Facebook.
So on Facebook this evening, we hosted the movie Invasion of the Bee Girls from 1972, I believe.
By the way, that's
early 70s.
And by the way, that's what we are. We're B-movie horror host, originated from Cleveland, Ohio. So
B-movie horror hosts, and then we also have reseller videos here on our YouTube channel.
That's right.
And this is our fun, like, late night chat show on Friday nights.
Should we refer to ourselves as self-made B-movie horror hosts? But why not, right?
Why not? I mean, it's a fancy title.
We're self-made.
Makes it sound official.
That's right. And we're doing what we like to do so much. We grew up watching B-movie hosts in Cleveland area, like Superhost the Ghoul, Big Chuck and Little John.
Yeah.
And all those guys, and we know all of you out there who are watching that aren't from Cleveland probably had your movie horror host growing up as well in the the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Yeah,
a lot of different cities had their own maybe the Weatherman would host movies on the weekends,
or Weather Woman,
or Weather Lady, or an actress or actor. The local TV stations would have a movie host.
And someone's asking about the Roku channel too. Now that's a new thing we're starting to experiment with here.
Yes, so we are also on television in Kalamazoo, Michigan, on the channel Public Media Network. It's a cable channel out there, and their Roku channel is Public Media Network.
Public Media Network.
Public Media Network. That's the name of the channel, and that's what you would search for and add on your Roku.
All right. And Albert said I have to behave. Well, that movie's over, so that doesn't count anymore, Albert.
People are still saying shrew jokes from
shrew jokes
3 weeks ago. So
And the funny thing is, last week we had a movie that had a guy named Dick in it, and no one made any Richard jokes. So there you go.
Well, so, no, I think someone said they made a joke, but then Facebook blocked them for like a day.
Bobby Harvey misses the signed banana. I have it, Bobby. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we do have the signed banana here.
It's put away in the back there. I had it out earlier today. Ooh.
So tonight's chat topic, and we always end up going off topic, babbling about other things.
What are you going to start with?
But tonight's topic is, so we miss the conventions.
We do.
I'm sure you guys miss the conventions too. And normally around this time of year would be the start of the spring, the spring conventions.
Hey.
Oh, it's just a notification.
Oh.
It's okay. Just ignore it.
There you go, Bobby.
So, like, the first week of April would be Cinema Wasteland. First weekend of April. Watch that, girl.
Don't want to knock your drink over. God forbid.
No, it was the Mummy bucket. That wasn't my drink.
Where's my... Okay, there's...
Okay. There's no Comic-Con going on right now. A lot of stuff is virtual for the time being. We hope things can get better maybe later this year or maybe next year. And it looks like, it's starting to get a little bit better, but we still have to wait. But this summer, maybe there's outdoor events we could attend.
Maybe. Of course,
Yeah, that would
that's
be
always
cool.
an option. Yeah, the open air thing is always a good option, especially for what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's you're not in a circulated air type of environment.
Fresh air. Yeah, to have an outside event would be fun.
Yeah.
And safer. You're out in the fresh air.
What was the rumor about Monster Bash having outside?
I guess Monster Bash this summer, they're normally in Mars, Pennsylvania at a little hotel. But now they're going to do like a drive-in thing.
Ah.
And they're going to call it, I think someone was saying they were calling it Monster Bash Under the Stars. And they were going to have the convention and the drive-in event like kind of together and have everything outside. So that I'm going to have to look into. Maybe we could go to that one, Grimm.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Gary Smith says, hiya, gang. Hiya, 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 hiya.
Hi, Gary.
A good old Froggy reference from the Ghoul Show. Nice. Let's see. We have some... can you call in your orders for the Teespring? No, I don't think so.
No, it's all online.
Yeah.
It's all online, and you put in your information on the site. The site is secure. They might have a customer service phone number on the site, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, hey, Tim Fowler, it'd be great to meet you, man. Come on out whenever the appearances pick up. We'd love to meet all our fans.
Yeah, we'd love to see all you guys in person.
Yeah, once that picks up, man, we're going to be in full swing. Don't worry about that.
Hey, Tony Beller, the stellar Tony Beller's here.
Yeah. Hey, Tone, what's up, brother?
And he's got a wrench next to his name. He's also a moderator.
Monster Bash driving in June. Gary said he's going to go there. So there you go. So,
it's in June?
Yeah, so they're doing it for sure. And there's some other people saying that... they had to cancel some, where was that? Where'd that go? Medieval fairs.
Oh, yeah, maybe they were afraid of like too many people gathering together.
It depends on what kind of staff you have available to help, coordinate everything. It's got to be a logistical nightmare to coordinate any event from here until we, achieve some sort of,
right,
normalcy in society.
Well, at least with the drive-in events, you could stay in your car and kind of keep a distance.
It's like a flea market,
Yeah.
Even better because you really would just stay in that same area you're in.
Yeah, the drive-in idea sounds really neat. So yeah, we're going to have to look into that event this summer.
Well, our buddy Todd Youngman, who lives in Rochester, New York, who's a comedian up there, they're opening up the comedy club. He's been like pining away for the last year.
Oh,
because
that's
he couldn't
right.
perform.
Yeah.
But they're opening up some limited seating, and there's a
so they're allowing some people to.
So yeah, so there's like maybe a quarter of the tables there, maybe I'd say half.
And it's probably sectioned off. Yeah. Where they're like little booths or something.
Right. So I mean that's just again to help stop this thing from doing what it does by spreading from people to people contact.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose our lives, but at the same time we don't want to lose each other. So how do you balance the field? We got the vaccine coming through now, and that'll help out a lot.
Yeah.
I believe, and then. I'm just going to say this, and without getting too far into the subject, but I haven't had a cold since this all started.
That's right. We both commented that we haven't had colds.
A common cold.
Since we've been wearing the masks.
Yeah, and kind of, doing the distancing thing and trying our best to wash your hands. All the stuff that...
But let's take a pause because there's a lot of comments.
Okay.
Bargain Barons is watching.
Hey!
And we got a super chat.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The Bargain Barons are watching. Hey, we played the little...
Michael, thank you so much. Let's read that and then
Michael
let's go
Craig
back to
said,
Bargain
can I get a
Barons.
shout out to my son, Gabe Craig? This is the first time he has seen your show, and it blew his mind.
Wow.
Well, hey, Gabe Craig, what's up, brother?
Hey, Gabe, thank you for watching. Shout out to you.
I was like, welcome to the show, Gabe. Good to have you on board.
Very cool.
You and your dad, Michael. All right, good to have you here.
And the Bargain Barons, we have your picture here on our set.
Yes, we have it proudly represent. There it is.
Yes, we opened up the prize pack last weekend, so thank you guys so much. And we played your little shout out video on our Facebook page earlier this evening.
That's right.
So thank you, Rob and Karen Barron, the Bargain Barons on YouTube.
Oh, that rhymes, doesn't it? Rob and Karen Barron.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah, and thank you. We're going to save some of the goodies you sent us for. We're doing a little movie marathon in the beginning of April.
So we ate half of the snacks. We're going to eat the other half then.
Yeah.
When we watch our movies.
Our horror movie weekend we're going to have. Because that's when usually we'd have a big convention we would go to. Cinema Wasteland would be in the first weekend of April. Mm-hmm. And so we have a whole big thing planned. I'm calling it Cinema Jamesland because I'm picking out a bunch of horror movies and actually...
Cinema Grimland.
Whatever. Yeah.
But their channel is awesome. They go out and they find the coolest antiques.
Yeah.
Some really creepy antiques too, like the Victorian mourning jewelry.
Oh yeah.
The hair wreaths.
Now explain that real quick so people know what that means.
During Victorian times,
back in the late 1800s,
back in the mid to maybe late 1800s,
yeah.
They would like if a family member passes away, they would take a lock of their hair and put it in pieces of jewelry. Or they would take locks of hair and make like these wreaths, and they would frame the wreaths. They were called hair wreaths.
Ornate sculptures too,
and then
like sometimes animals, weird with the hair.
Yeah, and then photography was still kind of new then, and if someone passed away in your family and you didn't have any other photos, they would do post-mortem photography as a way to remember their relative. And some people might see those pictures now and think, ew, that's creepy. But back then, it was like, that could be the only photo they had.
Imagine having a way to actually...
So it was a way to remember them.
Keep now it's very, photography is very passé, and it's almost kind of morbid to take a photograph of someone who's passed. But back then, it's like, oh my gosh, I can actually have a photo of them even though they've passed, So... Yeah, but they find all this kind of cool stuff. And,
I've seen post-mortem photos even from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
At some of the vintage stores. So some people will still take pictures.
Yeah.
As a way to remember them. Maybe if they didn't have a lot of pictures of that person.
Yeah, and on this YouTube channel, you can follow some of our reselling adventures that we have, as our alter egos, because we're resellers by day, horror hosts by night. And the Bargain Barons were definitely one of the YouTubers that we stumbled upon and got addicted to because the way that they do their videos, very informative and very fun to watch too.
Yeah,
at the same time.
It's really cool to see what they find.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Bargain Barons.
Thank you so much for those gifts. And we have something sent to you it's on the way.
Yeah, we did send you guys something. So
be
there's
on
a
the lookout
ton of
for that.
comments.
Okay,
let's
get
catch up
into
with
it.
the comments.
Woo, this is the fun part.
And then we'll go back to the discussion.
This is so different for me because I'm driving the show usually, on Facebook, and now this is the fun part. So
yeah. Okay, so
what do you want to read first?
You could probably read them better.
Me?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
I just learned how to read. So, okay, so we're back from that.
It's hard for me to read them from this.
Okay, so Gory Bits says, hello, everyone. He's a moderator. Okay,
Gory Bits! Hello there, Gory Bits on YouTube. And
so
Gory Bits is a cool YouTube channel, too.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Bobby Harvey Jr. says, Cuyahoga County Fair is going to be open this year, but limited people in the fair. Okay, interesting.
That's good. That's good. They're going to bring the fairs back. It's all outside, so...
A lot of people, welcoming Michael and Gabe to the show.
Yeah,
and to the,
some newbie people.
We'll have to put Gabe on the Mini Monster Shoutout, yeah.
Oh yes, let me add them to the. Yeah. Let me add Gabe to the Mini Monster Shoutout list.
Cool. All right. So, movie marathon, you say? Sounds like fun. Yeah, I mean it's stuff that we bought. We have a. So when we go to conventions, we work them, so we can't really go to a lot of the film stuff that they have going on, or we're too tired.
A lot of times we miss the film screenings because we're working in the vendor's room and talking with fans, and that's not a bad thing. We love talking with the fans, and when we work at the conventions.
So what we'll do is we'll consequently pick up copies of the movies that are playing that weekend, a lot of indie stuff. and we have piles of stuff that we have not watched yet. So we're going to dig into some of the classic stuff that we like and we haven't watched in a while, and some of the new stuff that we haven't seen at all yet. So.
Yeah, we buy stuff at these conventions, and then like half the time we don't even get to watch all the movies we pick up.
And if things go good, I might like post some of that stuff, you know, kind of tell people we're watching or put a little list out together. But it's going to be fun. As Bark and Baron say, awesome guys, thanks so much and keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Aw, thank you.
And you do the same.
Okay, what else?
Some of those photos are really cool. They are cool. I love the treasure hunting. It is so much fun, isn't it, Gorri? A lot of love from Bark and Barons. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, we like I said, we played that little the thing you sent us during our show on Facebook. So if you go back and watch that, you can see it. It's in this after the second part of the movie that we show.
And Naoko's here.
Naoko, good to hear from her. All right.
All the way from Japan.
Wow.
Awesome, Naoko. Hopefully you're doing well.
All the way from Cleveland to Japan. You gotta love this kind of media.
I know.
Right? It's very cool.
All over the world we get people watching. This is amazing. All right, so the topic is, we were talking about conventions. Even though we can't go to a lot of those events right now, how do you still have fun and show your support? Well, some of these convention websites, they have virtual events where you can check out the different artists and vendors. If these indie filmmakers that would normally vend at these conventions have something new out on DVD or Blu-ray, you could pick up a DVD from them.
Right.
So Cinema Wasteland, that would have been the first weekend of April. That's not going on, obviously, but you can check out cinemawasteland.com, and they've got all kinds of fun merch you can buy.
They have all kinds, and I patronize them.
Yeah, you were shopping on their site
I ordered my koozies because I love these things. They are the perfect, for any kind of beverage you desire to put in them. They hold them up very nice. They're not like those little slip. I don't like those little thin koozies because they don't. Your drink can fall over. These things are nice and foamy and thick. I like it nice and thick. They're nice and thick and foamy, and your beverage doesn't fall over, and I love them. So I ordered a bunch of them and a drinking glass for whatever I decide to put into it when I'm watching movies this April.
Cool.
And so I definitely hit them up, and so that was my plan too. I told you, I said, hey, you know what? Since we can't go to the conventions, let's try to find some of these places that were regular vendors at, like, say, Cinema Wasteland. You can pick your favorite convention.
The normal, like the vendors or the artists that would normally be there.
And you know who they are, because that's when you go to conventions out there, you hit up the same people. You find some new ones, and maybe you took their card, or maybe you bought something from them, and maybe they have a .com. So if you're not going to be able to see them the usual time you would see them, whether it's this month, next month, whatever, hit them up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. So I'm ordering stuff now that's going to arrive a little bit before our movie marathon weekend.
Movie marathon, yes.
And I even plan on us taking an hour or two and going online and shopping online that weekend as well, like as if we're at a convention.
Yeah, like as if you're at a little film screening and then you take a break to go check out the dealer's room.
Right, and we won't get the stuff till later, but the point is that we're kind of supporting the people that we like to see at these conventions that we can't see now.
You're still having fun with it, and then you're supporting a smaller business.
Am I sentimental fool? Yes, I am.
We are. It's okay.
They're still there. They're still vendors. But maybe they have nowhere to vend. So.
Another popular one that's local here in Northeast Ohio is the Ghoularty Fest.
Yes.
And Ghoularty Fest is a whole bunch of. It's very nostalgic. It goes. It started with Ghoularty. He was on TV in Cleveland from 1963 to 1966. The actor who played Ghoularty is Ernie Anderson, who was a big voiceover actor for ABC.
That's right.
And Hollywood. And he did appear in a few movies.
He passed in 1997.
He passed away in 1997.
But he is obviously still a tour de force here in the Northeast Ohio area.
Yeah.
Whenever we wear Ghoularty shirts.
There's still people who remember Ghoularty or know the history of Ghoularty.
We get reactions in the public anytime we wear the shirts.
Yeah.
Every time.
He was a movie host, but he was kind of like the Howard Stern of that time, because he would say and do all this wacky stuff on live TV. And the city of Cleveland just didn't know what to make of him.
Will Christman said, talking about Ernie Anderson, Paul Anderson is a very famous director in Hollywood. He did the movie Magnolia, Boogie Nights. He directed those movies. and the list goes on. So check out Paul Anderson. And the name of his production company is Ghoularty Productions after his dad. So.
But the Ghoularty Fest,
oh.
the family that runs Ghoularty Fest, they actually make official Ghoularty t-shirts and coffee mugs. What's up? Nora!
Nora, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Nora. A $19.99 super chat.
Very sweet. Very
I'm
sweet.
late, but thanks for the laughs tonight.
Oh my
how
gosh.
sweet.
Well, we try.
That's
Albert,
awesome.
Albert, to get up to his hijinks, what's he saying to that?
Uh-oh. You can show his comment.
Oh, no.
No?
Why would, no, we were going to show it. Yeah. But why would they hide that? Why would they flag that? That's
I don't know.
So, Albert Metelsky, yes, my buddy, yes. We are definitely, where'd it go?
It's right there.
There's George Shuba is a vendor who was impacted by no-shows. If anyone's interested in any of his Ghoularty photos or his rock photos, you can Facebook message me. Yes.
Oh,
now
yes.
Explain the
so
George
Shuba,
legend.
I interviewed him a few times, and he's a super nice guy. He's in his 80s. He's Cleveland, Ohio's first rock and roll photographer. So in the 60s, when like the Beatles were visiting, when like Janis Joplin was in town,
Jimi Hendrix,
when all these artists were in town, like on tour, he would take pictures of them. And he took some amazing photos. Some of them are on display in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. He used to go to different conventions and different events to sell his pictures, and he will sign the pictures for you. He even took pictures of Ghoularty and the Ghoul from back in the day. Different local Cleveland celebrities.
So that's crazy. I mean, you think about that time because if you know the whole George Shuba history, this man was a police officer.
He was,
Cleveland.
yeah.
And somehow he got I think he had a little interest in photography. Mm-hmm. So it kind of got parlayed to him. Oh, by the way, Shuba, you take photos, right? Hey, these guys. This is when rock and roll was all new. I mean, nobody went out and took photos of these people, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the video of the interview is on our YouTube channel. I think I uploaded it a year or two ago.
If we can get it together, maybe we'll do like a little bit of a tribute to the people that we would see the most at conventions, like Kaufman, George.
We kind of do tributes to them anytime we show those little clips on our show.
We'll try to dig up a George Shuba interview to show next week's show. Yeah.
Well, we have that interview on our YouTube, but we can replay it on Facebook.
We have two
I said I put it on YouTube.
So yeah, I don't know why you got flagged, Albert. There's nothing in your post.
It's okay.
It's okay. We unflagged it. It's good. You're
so
good.
Yeah, that's another great artist. Yeah, message Albert on Facebook if you're interested in buying some of George Shuba's photo prints.
Yeah, very cool.
And they're from his original negatives from the old-timey film photography.
Beautiful prints you can't find anywhere else. So
it's really cool.
So hit up Albert Metelsky that you see on the thing if you're interested in any of those photographs. Albert will give you the whole rundown. He probably has the whole thing to send you. So, all right. So, yeah, conventions. So, Horror Hound weekend, I think so the Horror Hound convention, they have them in like Cincinnati, Ohio. They have them in Indianapolis, Indiana. I believe there's one in Chicago as well. They're doing virtual events. I think you pay for like a ticket and you can check out the different things on their sites. Boom.
Albert, wow, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean it's our pleasure to keep talking about this stuff because you can't deny it. Even look, like Larry says, whenever he wears his Ghoularty shirt, all the way down in Florida, I mean, people still recognize
that character,
and that says a lot. I mean, this thing aired close to 60 years ago. Okay, this is when it was big, and it still resonates. I mean, there's a lot of.
We have a new viewer named Marty who said that he was a kid when Ghoularty was on TV, and that he used to watch Ghoularty.
Yeah. Drink, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm with you, Albert.
Cheers.
Cheers. On my Farrah Fawcett cup, see that? There's Farrah hanging out with us tonight.
You're drinking her brain matter.
Farrah's low. Well, I'm not going to be nice. Okay, so.
Be nice. Okay.
Fright Vision, ooh.
Fright Vision, yeah. That convention's not around anymore.
No, that'd be cool.
That was, wasn't that down in Akron, Ohio? But,
that one I don't know, John. That one I wish I could take a screenshot of that. It says Ghoularty Cleveland Wildest Ride.
Oh yeah, that's a Ghoularty book. Yeah, that's a book.
I must have that.
We have that book.
That was an Olszewski book, yeah.
Yeah, we have that.
I also remember the title being that, but okay.
That is the title. Yeah, we have that book.
Yeah, anyway, so, wow. We need a giant shrew prop in our background. Well, hey, what, Mike? I'll tell you what, Mike. Why don't you make one and send it to us?
Yeah, if someone makes a giant shrew, we'll
put it up.
We'll hang it up here somewhere. There you go.
That's right. So, wow. So, yeah, so you're talking about, patronizing people or vendors that aren't currently at the conventions that aren't around.
So, like independent artists, independent filmmakers that you
want to bring up Tom Sullivan?
Normally see. So one of them is Tom Sullivan. He has at Cinema Wasteland. He would normally have the Evil Dead Museum, where he has the original Book of the Dead, original props from the first 2 Evil Dead movies. And Tom Sullivan is also an amazing artist, where he has his prints for sale and he'll sign them for you. And yeah, on Facebook he says Tom Sullivan. I don't remember if he has like an official website.
Yeah, to go on it, but if you find him on Facebook,
he's also
any link that he has there. But
he's probably also on the Cinema Wasteland website.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a really nice guy. Him and his buddy Pat. Pat's the bookbinder of the dead.
Pat Reese.
He helps when they set up at conventions.
Yeah, and they're like staple. They were the first guest booked on Cinema Wasteland, by the way.
They were, yeah.
Ken Kish, who runs Cinema Wasteland, he was the first guest booked at Wasteland, and he's like been there ever since.
Yeah, and
dedicated room, the Evil Dead room. You can't not miss it.
It's so cool to see that original artwork and the original props from the Evil Dead movie.
So this warmed my heart. Naoko asked, "Is there a way for you to show Ghoularty and Soup Guy on the show?" And she hasn't seen them, so we can, and we have already. We've done a lot of Superhost coverage. We've interviewed Soup. We've done done multiple Ghoularty shows.
The Ghoularty footage, Naoko, there is a little bit of Ghoularty on
YouTube.
On
and Superhost
YouTube
too.
And Superhost.
Yeah.
There's some stuff we can show and some stuff we can't.
Yeah. Now, if you dig in our archives, we've done a couple of Superhost tribute shows, and definitely every October, around October of this year of the year, we'll do a Ghoularty feast.
Well, that's where we interview some people from Ghoularty Fest, but I think she's asking about Ghoularty footage.
But if you go on YouTube,
I think she's asking about that.
But you strictly go on YouTube and type in, search Ghoularty or Superhost. There's a lot of stuff of them on there, so
yeah,
you can definitely find footage of them.
Yeah, a lot of that's on YouTube.
Yeah, because we've been getting some issues. Yeah, so.
Okay. Also, let's see. 42nd Street Pete. He's another indie writer. So there's the magazine Grindhouse Purgatory magazine. If you guys like Grindhouse movies, if you like wrestling, old Western movies, classic horror films, there's a lot of cool movie reviews and articles in Grindhouse Purgatory magazine. It is available on Amazon for $10, and each issue is like reading. There's a lot of content, and it's a quarterly magazine. So when I say magazine, it's not like a flimsy little magazine. It's more like reading a big book. So those are cool. They're available on Amazon, or you can email our buddy Pete, grindhousepurgatory@gmail.com.
Right. Okay. So a lot of stuff coming through. It's amazing to read all this stuff.
More comments.
So okay. So they're talking about Ghoularty footage. Yes, there's about 18 minutes of actual Ghoularty footage total that exists because the tapes were erased.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
back in the day, television was still new, and they didn't think to save those old film reels or those old tapes.
Yeah.
And they would tape over stuff.
So that happened to a lot of hosts. And someone mentioned about Sir Graves Ghastly's show from Detroit, because all that was lost in a basement flood.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, and then some of that Sir Graves Ghastly, he was Count Aculard here in the 70s, very briefly. Can
you scroll? Because it looks like there's more.
There is, but I'm saying up here because we missed a lot up here.
Oh, okay.
So, we did show a Ghoularty documentary. And someone asked Michael Craig asked a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be the guy to mention this, but I read that Facebook is getting rid of the watch party feature in April. April 16th. Will this affect the Facebook show? It will not affect our live streaming show at all. No.
It should not affect the live stream at all. The watch party feature is a different feature than what we do,
right.
Because we're considered on these platforms to be content creators. With people hosting watch parties, Facebook had like certain movies and television shows that they allowed you to
stream and watch.
To stream and create a watch party with your friends.
But you mentioned the word watch party for us earlier, so maybe...
Yeah, I used the word watch party loosely, meaning maybe we'll play something.
One of our old episodes, and
maybe
post it or whatever.
Yeah, we'll play like an old episode or something for people to watch. But I call it a watch party, but it's not like a Facebook watch party. It's like something that we decide to upload and stream. But with the watch parties, I could be wrong, but I thought it was they had set movies and shows that you could pick from. Okay. And then you would share it with your friends. Because I think Facebook might be running into copyright issues with some of the content. If I had to guess why they're getting rid of it, it could be copywritten. Some legalities there. What's up?
Weird. Okay, I wish I could take a screen
cap. What else we got here?
Hey, good question, Michael. Naoko says you can live stream but not watch party on Facebook. Yes. Yeah. You can live stream like the show that we do on Facebook, but
like if
the watch parties will be gone.
Yeah, like if you're creating a video and you share the video with friends, you can do that, but you can't like do the watch party feature anymore, from what I was told. So, wow, there's a lot of stuff there.
There's some good questions, and the ones we're definitely wondering about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says, thanks, Albert. Dean Martin's daughter left Facebook suddenly after a year and moved to YouTube. And someone's drinking. I don't know why, but why not? Yeah. Naoko says drink. Timothy Connolly says drink, and drink you should.
Okay, I guess we should.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
I think I'm out. I am tapped. Okay, so party. Everyone's partying. Okay, that's good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, different kind of watch party. This is a watch party in a way, right?
All right. So, and then another part of this was also to support other YouTube friends. So we mentioned the Bargain Barons. We talked about them a little bit. We mentioned Gory Bits. Gory Bits does a lot of movie reviews. So if you like movie reviews, you might want to check out the Gory Bits channel. There's a big following there.
Well, Mike Ammo 54 says, wow, thanks, Mike and Craig. That explains why friends are abandoning Facebook. What will happen to the Mummy and the Monkey? Well, fear not, because we do have plans in motion.
Well, we are still, we still have our videos on there.
Yeah,
as content creators, we're not doing the watch party thing. We're streaming our video.
There's more than one way to stream stuff anymore. Yeah. So we'll figure something out. Don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm. We'll still be around.
So far, Facebook's been like the easiest thing to stream on. Mm-hmm. Flaw free. YouTube's a little more complicated, but we're figuring out. And real quick, don't forget. Shout out to neighbor Brian. We don't. See.
Hi, neighbor Brian.
We know you're watching, so howdy, neighbor. Yeah. Good morning.
He watches the next morning.
Whoa.
80s horror fan. Thank you.
That's very nice.
You guys are awesome, but seeing you guys out of character reminds me of Kiss. LOL.
Let's just pretend we're not them.
Tino is awesome. Oh, Late Horror Show is here. I was going to mention them next, actually.
I wish I had Kiss money and I wouldn't care.
I think Tino's got psychic powers. How did he know? We were going to talk about him.
I don't know. But
we were talking about supporting our YouTube friends.
Yeah.
So we mentioned the Bargain Barons, Gory Bits, 80s horror fan, movie and toy collector, and the Late Horror Show. He is rocking and rolling with those
old horror and sci-fi, marathon.
Those radio shows.
Oh, they're so great. The setup is cool. If you haven't checked it out, look them up. It's really nice. It's real simple interface. You click on, you can pick whatever stories you want to listen to. It's just like a really cool kind of quaint fireplace. It's a spooky fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the old time radio thing going.
Yeah, those are
so
great
good.
to listen to
Yeah.
like before bed. I'll doze off to those.
Doing anything. It's really cool.
Or when we're getting ready for the show, we'll play that in the background a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start everything. It's awesome. So thank you, Dino, for that.
Yeah, and Dino does movie reviews too. Dino and Ted.
Oh gosh, you do so much.
It's the retro radio shows and the movie reviews. So that's cool.
Bobby Harvey Jr. wants to know if you've met any other Cleveland horror, like movie or show host icons like Woodrow the Woodsman. No, we haven't met him.
We have not met Woodrow the Wilson.
I perhaps met him at an early Ghoularty Fest, but not as a Mummy and the Monkey. No.
No, we have not. Just the movie hosts. We met the ghoul once. We met Superhost.
We dug up a vampire.
We dug up a vampire.
We sure did. Yeah. I mean, but there are people. I mean, we're definitely about this whole genre. We love the basis of it. Mm-hmm. Some of the things get kind of wild out there, but we love the basic entertainment that all these horror hosts brought to us in Northeastern Ohio.
Yeah.
And if we could meet other ones from around the country that we find out about, we would love to meet them too.
Well, and not just horror hosts. No. Because Big Chuck and Little John, even though they have hosted horror films, not all of their movies were scary. They usually just say that they were movie hosts.
They're movie hosts.
Because they did play a wide variety of films over the years.
So personally, I think I've met some of the biggest movie hosts that mean something to me. Mm-hmm. In my lifetime, we met Marty Sullivan, Superhost.
Big Chuck and Little John. We've done
many things with Big Chuck and Little John, which is great. We got to open for them in certain venues, which is awesome.
That was an amazing experience.
I mean, to be asked to do that, maybe not through them, but whoever coordinated it, it's still good.
Yeah.
And even with Ghoularty Fest, we were asked to open for a few Chuck and John things. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's an honor to be a part of that, and we're good. I got to interview Dick Goddard as.
Yeah, we've met Dick Goddard a couple times. Yeah. When he was around.
So some of that stuff, personally, has been totally, good.
Yeah.
Ernie Anderson,
We did not meet him.
It'd be nice, but that kind of was a little bit, not before us, but before we were the Mummy and the Monkey. Officially, that was kind of
he passed away in '97. So
that would have been.
Even though we know the history of him and we know people who grew up with him, but it was it was before our time.
And I can't forget Bob Wells Houlihan. I mean
Houlihan's sweet.
Oh my gosh! I mean
he's nice in person.
He and Chuck and John in the beginning with all that. I mean, and John was around in the early '70s. I mean, he was part of the whole Houlihan and Big Chuck thing. So it wasn't like John came way later. He was part of the crew.
Well, and we met Don O'Malley.
Don O'Malley, yeah.
Don's breakfast cereal. So we have a friend, Don O'Malley. And he's been hosting these serial shows for almost 2 years
He's like the Dino of the serial shows.
Yeah, so he uploads them to his YouTube, and he has a show, and his YouTube channel is Donald O'Malley. And he has a show called Don's Breakfast Cereal, but it's cereal spelled with an S. Like those old movie serials.
Right.
That they would play at the movie theaters back before TV.
Yeah, and it's all this kind of interesting stuff. Action, adventure, jungle stuff, sci-fi. And but he'll show the whole series of them. So much fun.
Yeah, Don's a nice guy, and I like his he has this really cool robot, this old timey looking robot. That he built himself. He built his own props, and
it's like a hot water tank with arms. It's
and
cool.
He makes these funny little videos in between when he hosts the serials. So yeah, definitely check out Donald O'Malley. That is his YouTube channel. All right, what's up?
People are just talking amongst themselves, which is great.
That's cool. Everyone's talking together.
And everyone's like, hey, glad handing each other talking. That's great.
Well, that's good to see. What a difference a day makes, right?
It does. It for sure does, yeah. And it's more chill for me. Like I said, I can interact more and do some fun stuff here.
All right, let's see. Unusual Minds.
Jeffrey Arnett, horror host forever. Indeed.
Unusual Minds. So that's a podcast channel. That's the YouTube channel. It's called Unusual Minds. Our buddy Jimmy Frey, he did interview us on his podcast before. And he puts out a lot of interesting, he'll talk about different topics, paranormal or movies or horror hosts, whatever he wants to talk about.
What about Seth Breedlove? And that whole thing with the
Small Town Monsters?
Yeah.
They might have a YouTube channel, but
sure
they come out they put out DVDs.
Yeah.
About different.
Them. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about talking about that. Small Town Monsters on YouTube, or not YouTube. They're on Facebook and social media, but they put out a lot of cool monster movie stuff, like about cryptids and.
So Tony says Schlockmeister. Yeah, of course.
Schlockmeister, yeah.
I mean, he's such a great contributor to just about anyone's show. That
he's really popular on TikTok.
I love Schlocky. Go check him out on Facebook, and you can find all the stuff he's involved with.
If you guys use TikTok, Schlockmeister gets thousands of views on TikTok.
And it's Schlock without the C, so it's SHLOCK. MEISTER.
Yeah. All right. And then your buddy Jim Harold.
Jim Harold
has a YouTube channel, and it's picking up steam.
So check this out. Yeah. So I mean, let's put it this way: we go way, way, way back, and Jim Harold is sort of like the Art Bell, okay, of now. He
kind of gives off an Art Bell vibe.
Well, it's the same subject matter. It's like all the paranormal stuff. And it's spelled JIMHARLOD.
Jim Harold, and he has a podcast show about paranormal topics.
Yeah, OLD, and so always a lot of fun, and they even do like a sort of a quiz show too. They do from time to time where they do like a lot of fun with a quiz show. But yeah, so check out Jim Harold's stuff. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him all over the place. But look him up and check out what he has to offer. Really, really fun stuff. Really great. Esoteric things. A lot of things going on here.
So we are talking with some indie filmmakers.
DragonCon.
And we're hoping for a future episode of the Hairy Scary Hangout we could play some of their shorts or feature films. So we're in talks with some cool artsy filmmaker people. And there is a YouTuber who puts out a lot of funny videos, and we're hoping we could play some of his videos soon.
Yeah, we got David Waldman says / Cooper and Foxy Roxy.
Of course.
Hey, we know those two.
We know those guys.
They're a hell of a good time.
They are. We love / and Foxy Roxy.
Some of the best times. I missed that the convention that we went to where a bunch of us were there. And it was so nice meeting those two.
Yeah.
And hanging out with them a little bit. Had dinner with them and a bunch of other horror hosts.
Yeah, can't forget those guys.
Yeah, they're so much fun. And I guess we're going to be on their show at some point this year. So.
Yeah, we're hoping we can make a guest appearance on their show, and maybe we could, maybe have them on our show.
Yeah.
Just do like an interview thing, or maybe we can make some type of skit for them. We'll have to think of something fun to do.
Yeah, Mike Ammo 54 says, I remember Svengoolie and Zachary, but I'm from the DC, New York City region. Yeah.
Ah.
They're big ones.
Very cool.
Those are heavy hitters right
Zachary the Cool Ghoul.
Yep. Oh, and now go ask something. I was trying to go back.
Did she have a question?
Oh, she asked if we showed sci-fi movies.
Oh, we do show some sci-fi movies. We do,
but they're very...
Like Starman.
Yeah.
Or, like Teenagers from Space.
Yeah, some Italian Star Wars ripoff movies.
Oh, what were those called?
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember.
Star Odyssey or something like that.
It might be Star Odyssey. I think that was one of them.
But yeah, I would love to show more sci-fi.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Queen of Blood.
Queen of Blood, that was a sci-fi. Yeah, we've played some sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Are you more of a sci-fi fan, Naoko? Do you like the sci-fi stuff instead of the scary movie stuff, the horror movies? Like, what's your favorite? And then what are the others?
Yeah, a lot of people like looking into different podcasts, saying they're going to check out stuff that we mentioned. That's great.
Oh, cool. She's commenting.
Yeah, she's seen a lot of our stuff, but she hasn't seen us do sci-fi. I mean, we could pull some sci-fi up. I would love to show more sci-fi.
Well, Invasion of the Bee Girls was a little bit sci-fi.
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
But we're kind of regulated so we can show this public domain, so...
Yeah, well, there's only so much we can show, and that's why we're talking with the independent filmmakers. We're hoping that we could play some of their films in April. That would be really cool to have like a MummyAndMonkey indie film fest.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be cool?
We're working on some stuff. Hopefully it'll be good this coming year.
We met someone virtually that's kind of like a modern Ed Wood.
People want more sci-fi.
I agree. Sci-fi, okay.
More sci-fi.
They want more
sci-fi.
We'll have to find something.
More sci-fi.
All right, Grum. All right, so we also have behind-the-scenes videos here on our YouTube channel about reselling and finding treasures. So if you like those kind of things, we have some channels that we recommend.
Okay.
So we mentioned Bargain Barons already, but there's Swamp Picker, our friend in Louisiana, the Swamp Picker.
Yep.
He finds some cool things to resell. So his name is Glenn the Swamp Picker. The Thrift Raider.
Ooh.
Our friend Natalie, she's the Thrift Raider. And she sells part-time on eBay, and she finds some cool things at estate sales.
Yep.
So those are some good ones there.
Invasion of the Saucer Man. I wish we could show that.
Yeah, we can't show that one.
But we did show
Revenge of the
Spacemen, which you were in.
Which I starred in.
That's right. We had to take it down because it was a trauma. It's a movie.
It was a one-time deal. We couldn't have the replay up anymore because Trauma is trying to sell the Blu-rays of that movie.
Yeah. Now I'm going to ask another good question. Are the copyright laws easier for independent movies there? No.
With independent film, we would have to get permission from the filmmaker.
Right, and you don't know. They could have used music in there that was licensed for that release.
And we have to double check we have to make sure the music is safe to even play
It's a little
for
dicey.
YouTube or Facebook. So there's a few hoops to jump through with that, but
yeah,
it is an option. We could do it. As long as we get permission from the filmmaker.
We're struggling, because of course we would like to do something a little more mainstream where we could show stuff that we don't have to worry about.
Well,
because it's already bought and purchased by the station, but there's usually a trade-off with that.
Well, Something Weird Video, we've played some of their films with permission. So if we can, we've talked with different film companies too. And we're open to talking with some of the smaller film companies.
Albert's perplexed. Yeah, Janet's movie. Yeah, Janet was in this movie called
Revenge of the Spaceman.
Yeah, it was shot in
It wasn't my movie, but I starred in it.
Yeah, you're in it.
I think you worded it funny, where it made people a little confused.
Yeah, but you have a starring role in it.
So in 2013, it was filmed in Medina, Ohio. It's called Revenge of the Spaceman, and it was a sci-fi movie that I actually starred in and didn't get killed in for once.
Yeah, and Trauma, you can buy it through Trauma Films. They distribute it now. So.
In the past, I would pursue some acting gigs here and there, and they would kill me off in like 2 scenes.
So you're in it, but it's not your. I get it.
Yeah, but that was a really fun movie to be in. Really great cast of people, and actually one of the actors that was in Revenge of the Spaceman has a movie that he made that I'm hoping we could show. So, cool. George Tootie, the guy who starred in the movie with me, he made a horror film maybe just a year or 2 ago. John Biggins!
Yeah, thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
Very, very sweet. Thank you, my man.
$10 super chat.
Very cool.
Thank you, John.
Dino says you can buy some rights to some movies for $100. Okay.
Wow, really?
I'm ready.
Where is this? Where can we do that?
Can I get Invasion of the Bee Girls for $100?
Probably.
Naoko says there have been recent copyright law changes here in Japan.
Oh.
Also that are limiting certain things. Yeah. They're cracking down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a content creator or an artist, you want your work protected. So I do understand where that's coming from, because if someone were to take our videos and put it on their website without our permission,
we would not be happy with that.
That would not be okay, and there may be, there
some issues.
Maybe some issues there that we would have
Mummy down because she'd go ballistic.
That we would have to address.
But speaking of Japan, I mean, I got one word: Toho.
Oh yeah, you can't play anything Toho online.
You haven't been for a decade.
Can't. Any of those Godzilla movies? No, you cannot play those online. They will get you.
You will regret that decision.
They are very protective of Godzilla. Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe,
of Gojira.
Maybe they have a lot of stuff that's obviously in different genres and stuff, but or as Alex Trebek says, genre. Or said, I should say.
That's what he used to say.
Right. But, who knows? I mean, the laws are all different. But, but as far as Godzilla movies and things, especially, to Toho film, you could not.
So.
Forget it.
And obviously, we could not play a Universal monster movie. They are very much protected, and we don't have the money to pay for the rights to even get the permission to play those.
There was a lot of farts in that movie, says Gary Smith. And John Biggins has to rub it in and says Janet had a kiss in that movie.
Yes, I did kiss George Tootie in that movie.
And you still taste like George Tootie. Tootie.
His tooties?
You kissed George Tootie, but not George's Tootie. So that's
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a kiss at the end of the movie.
Oh.
Woo!
I can't. That's why I stop it. I can't watch it.
It was a movie. We were acting. It was all pretend.
Who wants to kiss me in a movie out there? Nobody. So I'll never get even with you with that. But that was before you had parents.
But yeah, that's a movie that I look fondly back on. That was really fun to be on. Then the humor is really funny too. It was written well.
Who brought up Tubi? Yeah, Tubi is a crazy.
Tubi has a lot of cool stuff, but I don't know how they get away with all that.
Well,
they probably had to buy the rights to all that,
or they work out a deal where
something with the commercials on there, where maybe the owners of those movies get the commercial monetization. Probably something like that, if I had to guess. But I'm getting tired, Grim. We should probably wrap this up in a bit. I'm losing my voice.
Wow, Naoko's like a repeat offender. She's been in Facebook jail 5 times.
Oh, jeez. Naoko's tough. She's been to jail.
Naughty Naoko. Been bad girl. Okay, but but that's the way it goes. I mean, they're just trying to protect their, their platform from stuff. But who knows,
Yeah, I mean...
But fight the good fight. Kind of just, you never know what you can get away with anyway in this stuff. So just...
Well, some stuff is obvious. Some stuff you're not sure. It's kind of.
But the intention there is just to entertain. I mean, when people hold these the intention watch
is
parties. It's not to
A lot of people are just wanting to watch fun stuff with their friends online. I get it, but I think with the copyright laws and stuff, Facebook had to make some changes.
So Dino says, look into Twitch. If you have an Amazon account, you can show movies from Amazon on their platform, which is like a watch party, I'm sure.
I didn't know you could do that. See, we have a Twitch account, Dino, and we have not done anything.
And we have an Amazon account.
And an Amazon account. But we haven't done anything with the Twitch account yet.
No, we should.
So maybe we should try something with Twitch at some point. But I did make an account on there for us in case if we were to use it.
And Gory Bit says, Toho Company was the reason for my last copyright strike. I can't do any videos on either Godzilla or House. Wow.
Yeah, they're very strict.
Yeah, they're very, very strict.
Yeah, and you have to watch the music. What I noticed, Gory Bits, if you accidentally have music that you can't play on YouTube for one reason or another, a lot of times now it gives you the option to replace the music with YouTube safe music. So I thought that was cool that they changed that. So you could go through and like fix things in the video to make it more YouTube friendly.
There's so much information here.
I know.
So great. Like Will Krisman points out some kind of factoid I wasn't aware of, that Toho was the outgrowth of a railroad system. They must have started out as a railroad thing, and then
they made movies.
Yeah, they were right on track there. Anyway, wow, another exciting night here on The Hangover.
So much to talk about. This is so fun, guys.
We learned a little.
Yeah, thank you so much for chatting with us. I think we're going to wrap this up in another minute or so.
Yeah, we went on pretty well. For about an hour we were on, so.
Wow.
Yeah,
solid, the Mummy and Monkey Power Hour here.
That's right. We love it. And we love hanging out with you. Thank you all for, joining us. Thanks for the super chats out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. That's really sweet.
It means so much to us.
It does keep our videos going. It supports the channel.
That's right. And wow. And we're looking forward to doing it next Friday night around the same time. But who knows what we're going to play on our Facebook page. You got to check out our Facebook page to find out what we're going to play.
And we will continue to put up behind the scenes videos and maybe do more behind the scenes live feeds. So look for that too. If you guys like the reselling part of it, if you like the eBay and junk picking part of it, that's fun too.
Or resellers by day, horror hosts by night.
So good night, good fright.
Thanks for joining, everybody. See you later, alligators.